We started with that charity shield will give us a lot of confidence. We thought that we could be able to be regular in that Premier League and play at the level of Manchester United, because we beat them in a nice way, and we will have a lot of hopes after this game. And the reality of the championship make us change our mind because we didn't really start well on the first game away.
After winning the FA Cup, Chelsea started the 2000-2001 campaign with the Charity Shield and strong ambitions to challenge for the Premiership and qualify for the Champions League. We had equalled the British transfer record to sign Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink for £15 million and bought Mario Stanic for £5.6 million. Both were to do well in this game.
Right back, and here's Giggs. Falls between Solskjaer and Sheringham. Poyet heads on, and Hasselbaink. Well, Aston took a bit of pace off the shot, but it found its way past Fabien Barthez, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink has given Chelsea an advantage that they thoroughly deserve in the Charity Shield.
Well, Ronnie Johnson just goes to sleep here. Look at Johnson, he tries to nick the ball, and then having not won the header, Poyet's header puts him through, and I think Stam's unlucky, Mark. Stam arms up, saying no contact.
Now it's Keane, and I think that might be too much for Mike Riley, who was tried to keep the cards away from view. Oh, he sent Keane off. Roy Keane, red-carded in the Charity Shield. Here.
Well, that's an awful tackle. Absolutely awful. Look, the referee stood 10 yards to the right. Not even that.
I think travelled man, Stanic. He's played in Spain, Portugal, Belgium, as well as his native Croatia, and of course Italy, where he's come from, to the English game. Melchiot. It's 2-0, and it's Mario Melchiot with 18 minutes to go. Low past Barthez.
I have to say, Martin, there's a lot of talent out in this pitch, but that guy there has had a fantastic game as a defender. And my goodness, has he not just topped it up with a quite beautiful goal. Great bit of running there, the movement was excellent. Stam doesn't go to close him out. He decides to stay, Stam. And what a controlled finish. Not just a blast, this opens himself out and then just slots it across.
My favorite goal is of this season, though, the one against Manchester United in the Charity Shield. And first of all, because it was my first goal, my first important goal for Chelsea. It was in the Wembley, playing there for the first time, and we won our game 2-0, and yeah, we played quite well. So I think that was the most important goal, because it sent me high standards.
That's a walk that Dennis Wise knows so well as a winning Chelsea captain here. And the South has beaten North, Blue has beaten Red, and the FA Cup winners have defeated the champions for the Charity Shield.
A great start, but all was not well. Summer departures had included, within 1 year of purchase, Chris Sutton to Celtic and Didier Deschamps to Valencia for knockdown prices, and Gabriele Ambrosetti on loan to Piacenza. Now, during the week before the first game, manager Gianluca Vialli fell out with Frank Leboeuf and suspended him for 2 matches, bringing in loan signing Christian Panucci for the opening Premiership game.
Oh, Chelsea have given it away to Davo Suka. What a start this could be! And De Hoy with a vital save. Wise with this Chelsea corner. And it's only come to Di Matteo. Spectacular save from Shaka Hislop. We know that Roberto Di Matteo can hit them from there. Di Matteo seeking out Hasselbaink, and Hislop has committed himself. Now, it's a penalty. And what is the punishment going to be for Shaka Hislop? Hasselbank floored. And it's a yellow card for Shaka Hislop. Here comes Jimmy. Just in case you hadn't noticed, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank is back. Now double Suka. This could be promising for West Ham because he's picked out Canute. And Canute finds Paulo Di Canio! He's done it! A wayward header from Carrick. Here's Poyet. Oh, blatantly taken out by Igor Stimic. Now that's going to be a free kick in the D for Chelsea. Hasselbank or Zola. The ball broke quickly, but Gianfranco Zola wasn't too bothered about that. A fantastic free kick. A free kick typical of this man. They came charging towards him. But was he put off? Here's the answer. And Chelsea are back in front. Stanic. Stanic. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, indeed! Super Mario with a stunning strike on his Premiership debut. Well, they've been waiting a few years to get this man, and I think he's just shown why. On the opening day of the season, a contender for sure for goal of the season. Di Canio floats it in. Oh, it's gone in from Canute. Here's Hasselbank. Steps away from Pearce. Hasselbank to Flo. Flo! Oh, off the foot of the post! Chelsea moving in for the kill. And it's in! And it's Stanic again! A double on his debut. And that has finished off West Ham, surely.
The bonus of Mario Stanic's wonderful start was offset by him badly injuring his knee. For the first away trip to Bradford City, the successful central midfield partnership of Roberto Di Matteo and Dennis Wise was broken up with Di Matteo going wide to replace Stanic. Ironically, Bradford gave a home debut to Dan Petrescu wide on the right, who was sold by us in the summer for £1 million. Jody Morris came into central midfield. Chelsea lost the midfield battle, and Bradford's Dean Windus, an old thorn in the flesh to Chelsea, headed them into the lead. Bradford had former Chelsea men David Hopkin and Andy Myers in their squad, as well as Petrescu. Panucci was a substitute. Emerson Tom played centre-half, and it was Panucci's mistake which allowed Carboni to score Bradford's second. With Chelsea already losing to an unfancied opponent, the pressure was on. A dejected Gianluca Vialli revealed in his press conference, probably some of the players can't handle a couple of matches in such a short time. Also, I've got players who are more suitable for the home games and players who instead can give me something more when we play away. And I'm sure there's something we have to adjust defensive-wise. Obviously, the squad wasn't good enough. Away at Aston Villa 5 days later, Gianfranco Zola was the one left out, Torre Andre Flo replacing him. Stanic attempted a comeback, and another summer signing, £4 million striker Ida Gudjonsson, came on as a substitute. And in defence, Frank Leboeuf returned, and goalkeeper Carlo Cudicini replaced Ed de Goy, who tore a hamstring in the warm-up.
Nellis trying to get across Leboeuf, and he's done that! Oh, fantastic goal! Luke Nellis, a flash of real quality. Really got to get their marking absolutely right here. Aston Villa, quite conscious of that, and he's got a difficult opponent. Desai! David James came, but certainly didn't conquer. And Chelsea are level.
But watch Flo, watch the block he almost does on him. He can't get round Torre Andre Flo. He provides a brilliant shield for Desai.
Given his links with Chelsea as far as the transfer market is concerned. Oh, Lee Hendry gets a foot to it. Kept out by Cudicini acrobatically. Poyet. Good Johnson. Morris. Di Matteo! Well, there's some revenge maybe from Wembley in May. Not winning his critics over here, but here's good Johnson, and Torre Andre Flo can win it for Chelsea.
He's missed it.
Tom was sold to Sunderland for £4.5 million, a profit of £2 million on his purchase 9 months before. At home, Zola returned, and Graham Lasseau started for the first time after 10 months with injury. He played left midfield with Poyet on the right.
Ritchie backing him up at the throw. Wise for Hasselbank! Great stop by David Seaman at full stretch as Hasselbank threatened Arsenal again. They have lost their last 2 away games at Newcastle with virtually a reserve side prior to their UEFA Cup final, and of course on the opening day of this season at Sunderland. Hasselbank. He's fired it past David Seaman. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who's been such a thorn in the Arsenal side in his days with Leeds United, hits the same notes with Chelsea, hits the back of the Arsenal net.
Well, again, a little bit of luck here, but doesn't half take it. I mean, he's been on the edge of everything, Hasselbank.
Comes off Panucci's head, but anticipated by Lauren. Kanu had a part in it as well, and Kanu again with one of his special turns. He's at the frame of the goal, in goes Parler, out for Dixon. But that's by no means a certainty. Arsenal had the better so far of the second half, but here's Zola, and they're 2-0 in front, and it's looking better and better for Chelsea. Gianfranco Zola.
Well, how often a little bit of movement has troubled Arsenal, Martin, and yet again, that's what's happened. It's just fizzed in here, but look at Zola's movement. He's away from Silvino, he's not tracked at all.
3 minutes to go. He gives way to Mario Melchiot. Silvino waiting on the left, but Arsenal keep it at closer order, initially with Grimondi, now the Brazilian. Bergkamp. Silvino, Henry, real chance for Arsenal here, they've got one back.
Well, I told you this game was still there, Martin. Chelsea have never controlled it enough, even at 2-0 up.
To be replaced by Torre Andre Flo. It's Ljungberg for Perez for Arsenal. Hasselbank, misjudgment by Keogh. Hasselbank can let rip here if he wants to. He does! And David Seaman turned round and hoped that it would stay out. It did via the post. Lauren. Henry spotted Kanu, found it. Slight of foot from the Nigerian. Oh, great tackle by Leboeuf. It comes to Silvino! Well, that is absolutely astonishing.
Away again, and Zola was once more left out. With Celestine Babayaro away for international duty and Poyet injured, Chelsea was struggling for wide players. Mario Melchiot started on the right of midfield and John Harley on the left. It was a sterile game of few chances, and although Zola lit it up when he came on for the last 10 minutes, the 0-0 was a frustration more than anything else. Chelsea had not won away since April the 1st and had not won in the Premiership since the first game of the season. The spirit was not as high or unified as had been hoped. After the match, Vialli abandoned a long campaign nearing completion to purchase Real Madrid left winger Savio and instead asked the club to turn its attention to someone new. 2 days later, the club reluctantly ended his contract. He left with gratitude and affection from Chelsea. But it was felt that an experienced man with the ability to construct long-term development was required. Vialli's assistant, Graham Ricks, took over temporarily and introduced a 4-3-3 formation at home to St Gallen in the UEFA Cup, with Flo, Hasselbank and Zola all included, and Sam Delabonna making his full debut.
Certainly at Leeds we saw him time and again flash in a free kick from this sort of range.
It is Hasselbank. Oh, it glanced the post. To say Wise. Oh, and Panucci, goalkeeper, starting to come, and Panucci has put it in for Chelsea.
With Leboeuf injured, Winston Bogarde made his debut in defence, having been signed on a free transfer from Barcelona to replace Tom.
Lennon gets around Lasso well. That's a fair cross, and that's a wonderfully taken goal by Muzzy Izzet. Di Matteo. You can see his intention, and it needed a save. Morris. Player who has buzzed around in midfield. There's Zola. So makes his move. Good run. They line up. They await the cross. Far post is Wise. It comes up the bar. Hasselbank header, and Flo couldn't put it in. Be happy taking his time, keeping possession, toying with Chelsea. Impey. Space, time, room for Guppy, and support in the centre as well. There's Collymore. 2-0.
We started the season in the best way. You know, when you play at Wembley against Manchester United, the champions, and you perform like Chelsea performed that day, obviously you are thinking about maybe this is the year. Also because all the people around Wembley, they were talking about, I think Chelsea is going to do real good this season. The problem is after. The problem is when we play the first game at home with that unbelievable goal of Mario Stanic and the injury. And it's like that injury or that point, that moment, starts showing who is going to happen after. No? We start having little problems with Mario, we never play the same team, we start losing away, Bradford first game away. It was like we were not good enough.
Italian Claudio Ranieri was imported as new manager. He had enjoyed success with Cagliari, Napoli, Fiorentina and Valencia. He brought 3 new coaches with him, but the current Chelsea staff were all retained. The day before his first game, Dennis Wise pulled out with a chest infection. Graham Lasso was made captain.
This is Lasso. That's a terrific cross. Flo just turning it back. Hasselbank, goal! As clean as a whistle, it sped past Raymond van der Houw. In the 8th minute, the man known to Claudio Ranieri. Last season they were together at Atletico Madrid. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 1.
Well, I can't tell you how good a goal this is. Great get here, but this is just top draw. That ball is spinning like a top. So not only does he manage to kill it, look at it, still spinning. You won't see a better goal this weekend than that. What a start for Chelsea. They love this ground, they're happy playing here. He's happy man at the moment.
Owen, variation from the corner. Scholes! There you are. He can hit them as well as Hasselbank. Paul Scholes, an equally splendid equaliser for Manchester United. And Roy Keane put through by Cole. Cudicini keeps it at 1-1. Excellent stop. Oh, and it's run through for Cole, and maybe for Sheringham it does. Oh. And between them, Harley and Lasso just do enough, with Beckham coming in, breathing fire behind the Chelsea left side. But Cole, out comes the goalkeeper, off the post, in goes Beckham, 3 for Manchester United. Flo. Time for Graham Lasso really to have a look here. Flo! Oh, and it's gone through the goalkeeper, and it's 3-2. Torre-Andre Flo.
They've got to take a chance, though. They cannot keep this good possession, Chelsea. That's about the third decent chance they've had second half.
Cole, cross goes to Say, and Andy Cole is past him. Here's Cole. Oh, what a save on the line by Lasso. Hasselbank's headed down. Morris. Things ticking along very nicely in that part of the pitch for Chelsea. So he's been so dangerous from this side. He's got past Beckham. Oh, Zola, Flo! 3-3! A second for Torre-Andre Flo. He's pulled them level, and Graham Lasso has set up all 3 of them, as well as making a fantastic clearance off his own goal line.
Well, what a skipper's part he's playing today, but David Beckham, not often you see Beckham exposed like this defensively. But look at Dennis Irwin's position. As a full-back, he's got to be behind Beckham, helping him there. Full master Zola. His cushion of the ball was great. His understanding that Flo was in a better position was excellent. It's no more than Chelsea have deserved second half. They've been the better side. They've asked more questions of Manchester United than most teams I've seen.
The Hardturm Stadium, the adopted home for St Gallen. Got a good touch, and Moa gets there quickly, running through the centre, and taking it on the burst, and putting it into the net is Sasha Muller. Still Gianfranco Zola for Morris. It's Melchiot in the reasonable space to his right, but Morris couldn't have spotted that really the way he was looking. The referees to evaluate the nature of the challenge.
Looks like Imhoff, who was trying to bring the ball out from the back. There you can see he slips. I don't think that any blame can be attached to Roberto Di Matteo. The sickening sight, the worrying sight of stretchers being brought onto the field.
The silver lining to the heavy cloud of the Di Matteo injury. As Gane crosses, and Moa! But it gets worse for Chelsea. It's 2-0 here, 2-1 on aggregate to St Gallen. Morris, Hasselbank, touched away from him. That's Dalabana! Zola. Now Alex Idze. Oh, it's rattled the crossbar. Del Santo trying to deal with the ball. It stayed in play.
Having lost Mario Stanic for so long, now Roberto Di Matteo's lost for the season with a broken leg. Dennis Wise had travelled to Switzerland but not made the squad. Losing his partner made it a doubly bad trip for him.
I think it's a big blow to all of us just to see the way that he actually broke his leg. And it's a blow to the football club, it's a blow to me because I'd played with Robbie so many years and we'd been a good partnership together, and now all of a sudden he was gone from me, and when something like that happens it's very difficult.
For his first home game, Ranieri introduced a 3-4-3 formation with Gudjonsson making his first start. There began a spell of wonderful home wins and continuing away frustration.
Complains to the referee. 9 minutes gone. Chelsea, of course, are in the bottom 3 and need to get points today to get out of it. Here's another chance. Hasselbank. Oh my goodness me! Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank makes it 2-0. 10 minutes gone. This is heaven.
Really is vintage Chelsea there. 3-man move involving Ida Gudjonsson laying on the final pass. Good work by Zola, just nicking the ball inside. And there was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. in such a big game, that'll be his decision, and one that really his fate will rest on.
Gudjonsson! Gudjonsson! Chelsea 3, Liverpool 0. Horrendous defending by Liverpool again, and Einar Gudjonsson marks his full Chelsea debut with his first Premiership goal.
Quinn, Phillips, kind of tries an opening. Advantage played here, and Julio Arca could be in. What a chance! And he's taken it. It surely bounced over the line, did it? No, it's not been given. It's not been given, and Chelsea survive.
Lasso's sending off coincided with him tearing an Achilles tendon, and he was out of action again until the new year. Coventry had won more games away than they had lost, but young goalkeeper Chris Kirkland was harshly sent off for this foul on Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who put away the penalty. Hasselbank's second goal was a fantastic piece of team skill from Desai, Wise and Zola. "19-year-old Sam Della Bona had been given his chance to replace Di Matteo, and this quality of passing kept him in the side. Zola obliged with his 50th Chelsea goal, 3-0. Hasselbank then grabbed his first ever hat-trick in England. And before the hour, his first ever 4-goal haul in England. Then, after Celestine Babayaro trickery, Flo headed his 50th Chelsea goal, 6-0. De Goey took pity on Coventry and allowed Roussel a consolation 2 minutes from time. At home to Tottenham, Ed De Goey had to be at his best to foil first Corsten, and then Ferdinand. When Wise's cross was needlessly handled by Vega under pressure from Poyet, Hasselbank smacked away the penalty. 11 minutes gone. Just before half-time, Wise and Babayaro combined well. Hasselbank got a touch and Zola dived to make it 2-0. Desai was in the middle of a 12-man passing move which finished with Hasselbank executing a 1-2 with Dallabonna and scoring a Jimmy special. Home form had pushed Chelsea nearer the top, but away games remained a problem in both the Premiership and the Cups.
Terry proving there's still a way through for young English players, but not if they pass the ball that badly. Here's Fowler. Wonderful ball for Murphy. I'm afraid Terry is made to pay for his mistake in the harshest possible fashion. Danny Murphy gives Liverpool the lead. Babayaro, Flo. On show the defender. What a great ball for Babayaro. Hasselbank well placed, so is Zola in the middle. Splendid Chelsea equaliser. Gianfranco Zola right under the noses of the Kop. All in all, a good tie this, and still very much in the balance. Murphy for Liverpool. Chance for Fowler this time. Ah! The post denies him. Patrick Berger. Oh, that was a naughty challenge. And the Chelsea players surround Emil Heskey.
Well, that was a bad challenge from Emil Heskey.
Yellow card it is. Carragher wins the ball back. Heskey. Berger. Finds Robbie Fowler. At long last, Robbie Fowler gets his goal. And what an important time to score it. Shaken off Desai. First time. And Heskey clash then. The referee is having his attention drawn by the linesman. There was a definite clash off the ball between Emil Heskey and Winston Bohada. Heskey's been sent off.
Gets it over to the left-hand side. Now Bridge can bring it down. Bridge is going to run onto this one. Cuts it into the box. Far post. Oh, it's an early goal. James Beattie with the goal for Southampton. Into the box. Oh, and Beattie it was diving at it. It's not away yet. Oh, and it's in. Joe Tessum makes it 2 for Southampton. And what were the Chelsea defence doing there? Hasselbank getting it down for Zola to run into. Moves into the box now, Hasselbank. Good play by Poyet. Chance for Chelsea. Oh, and it's in from Dennis Wise. The Chelsea captain pulls a goal back for Chelsea. And they're facing up to Dodd. Does well. Now he gets it into the box. Who's there? Up into the air, and it's there! Gus Poyet at the far post. It's 2-2. And Poyet scores his first goal of the season as well. It's in! Oh, it's in! Beattie gets his second of the game.
We have seen that it was like last season, away we were having problem to win the game or to be enough stronger to draw the game minimum. Then there's been the problem of Luka afterwards, that the chairman decided to send him out, and it's his decision. And we had a new coach, and we didn't really done well straight away. It was the same thing, the same problem. You don't know why. You work hard during the week, and at the weekend you don't know why, but the things are not going well. We are not doing it on purpose, because if you see the way that we were training during the week, on the Monday, on the Tuesday, it was really hard, really difficult. And on the weekend, we were really ready to fight and to suffer, to change the situation.
After it's coming the change of the manager, very difficult situation for me because I was injured at the moment with my ankle. So you want to show the new manager you can do well, but you are out, and the team at this moment is going out of the UEFA. So it was like everybody trying to fight to do well, but because of that, maybe we started doing wrong or worse. And after, I said long year. I don't like to say that we lost 1 year, but probably for the oldest ones, yeah, we lost one of the biggest opportunities to win the Premiership.
We couldn't really get the confidence away because I don't think we were playing that badly. We lost so many games, 1-0, 2-1, in which we dominate most of the game, and the opposition was getting the result. It happens a lot of times, and I don't really know what was really the real problem, but personally I think was most was a matter of confidence. As I said, we couldn't really get it going, and if you see after we got a couple, we didn't stop winning away. So it was just something that you know, inside we were not sure about something, and it was causing a lot of problems to us.
Maybe just brandished the thigh, I don't know, but anyway, there's a chance here because it's Hasselbank and Robinson kept it out. Hasselbank, can he get away from Mills? He might just do. Hasselbank, again the power was really tremendous, and again Robinson was strong enough to parry it away. Mills going towards the near post. Oh, and Viduka! Mark Viduka is on the mark again for Leeds United. Wise with the Chelsea corner. Hasselbank. Flow. Gus Poyet, 1-1.
Poyet. Infield from Babayaro. Hasselbank, but he did well, and Babayaro now can run at the Charlton defence. Here's Zola. What about bending one? Lays it off, and Morris with a shot. That wasn't too far away. Morris spots Zola. Babayaro makes the overlap. Comes in field from Zola. Oh, Zola again. Chance for Chelsea! Off the bar! Coming forward. Oh, here's Johansson. Oh, and it's gone in! Jonathan Johansson. Here's the near post. Oh, and it's put in! It's the substitute, Pringle.
Change was sweeping into the air. Tactical changes were made during games to try and break the away defeat problem. And now Toriandri Flo was sold to Rangers for £12 million, as the popular goalscorer still couldn't win a regular starting place under his third Chelsea manager. At Everton, £1.2 million Yugoslav international Slaviša Jokanovic made his full Premiership debut, but went off injured at half-time.
Shaw couldn't get there. Leboeuf turns it back in again. Delabona. Chelsea, in the 3rd minute of injury time, have taken a cruel lead against Everton. It was Wise's corner that put the pressure on the Everton defence. When the ball came back from Leboeuf to Delabona, his second shot was true and found the corner of Gerrard's net. Ball out on the wide, on the right. Good Johnson. He's done well here. A great looking shot off the post, a superb save by Gerrard. Fingertipped onto the post from Good Johnson. The ball skidding in the mud of the area. Flew off the surface, and a fingertip save by Gerrard. As it is, Everton look to mount another attack. Gemmell threaded through to Canamatari! And in just 25 seconds, Everton have turned it round. Watson shaping this one from about 25 yards. Watson it is, all the way through! And Campbell hits the post! Pelopona, well that's his first goal of the season in his 8th game. Well, Hasselbank and ball is down. And if we can have a little look at let's see if what we can see what happens here. Oh, that definitely was a flying elbow, and if Hasselbank remains on the pitch after this, he's going to be very lucky. He certainly threw his elbow at Ball, and there's a red. Hughes hitting it square. Pembridge got lots of space now. Chips one in. Campbell wins it. Campbell! Campbell has done it! It's Campbell and Canamatari again!
On Chelsea's second corner. Oh, and off the line. Might have been Desai's header. Aston, of course, has got a 3-game ban coming up. There was a mistake by Haaland. Zola, first goal for Chelsea. And Manchester City were their accomplices, really, through their own captain. Zola. And Melchiot sent forward again by Zola's pass. Hasselbank, no flag. Second goal for Chelsea. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank rammed it past Mickey Weaver. Johnson just waited to make sure Hasselbank was onside. Dalabona, Sam Dalabona nearly. Oh, Leboeuf, masterly. Poyet, oh, off the bar and over. Horlock, he can hit them as well. Oh, parried out to Dickoff. They have got a goal, Manchester City. 9 minutes plus stoppage time to go. They've got it back to 2-1.
When they came to us, we played a lot of away games at that time, and we were struggling with the away from. So I think at the moment, you know, everybody was just thinking about that, like what's happening to us and why can't we not win games. So even when we went to the bridge, we had still that feeling like you're losing so many games. So what's going to happen at the bridge? You understand? So the only thing you hope, you're coming home. So you want to show everybody like, hey, I'm at home, and do that in a winning way. I asked for the ball again, and I said, just play it in the space again, and he gave it to me, Gianfranco. I turned around, and at that moment when I just turned around, I saw Jimmy already on his way, so I didn't even have to control the ball anymore. I just give it a cross straight away in front of him, and he tapped it in.
Probably defending with all their lives at the moment. Fabiaro winning it again. Gudjonsson. Gudjonsson! Chelsea 1, Derby 0. 9 minutes gone. And Wise. Now Poyet on the surge. West on the careering race. Poyet wins. Gudjonsson 2-0. Gudjonsson after 15 minutes is on a hat-trick, and Poyet has used his pace to beat Taribo West, and that's John Terry looks for Babayara and finds it. That's a Leboeuf type ball. Gudjonsson. Poyet! 3-0! We're on our way to heaven! Here's Dalabona. Sola. Oh, how about that? How about that? 7th goal of the season. 8 minutes gone of the second half. And it's a goal. Chris Riggott.
Sissins. Mustoe can cross. De Hoy comes, he'll be under pressure from Dean. Oh, and O'Neill with the shot that was blocked by Dennis Wise. Well, Middlesbrough will make a substitution. It will be Paul Oaken, who will be replaced by number 3, Dean Gordon. Borough having to work it backwards to come forwards again. Whelan into the path of Dean Gordon. It's deflected! Oh, yes! The substitute just on!
Chelsea were clearly not a championship challenging side this season, but one in transition. Regeneration began to kick in. The old coaching staff of Graham Ricks, Eddie Nijveski, Ray Wilkins and Antonio Pintus were all thanked and parted with. Midfielder Della Bona was joined by another 19-year-old, John Terry, who was becoming a fixture in defence. 22-year-old Gudjonsson was now to get greater opportunity, starting in place of suspended Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Other younger players were to surface too.
Della Bona. What a good pass, this is Gudjonsson. Gudjonsson's away from Lawrence. Walsh, Gudjonsson. Here's Poyet, must be, it is 1-0 to Chelsea, Gustavo Poyet. 20 minutes gone.
Sweet skills from Leboeuf. Wise to Poyet. Gudjonsson again, he's been running them ragged. O'Brien the defender, oh, off the bar by Gudjonsson. Jody Morris. Gudjonsson. Della Bona. Oh, Della Bona. Come on, Sam. Not yet scored at the bridge. O'Brien beaten. Della Bona! 2-0 to Chelsea. Della Bona's first goal at Stamford Bridge. Stoppage time. Gudjonsson deserves a goal. Walsh. And again. Lawrence beaten. Gudjonsson. Yes! 3-0. 3-0 and it's a coast in the end for Chelsea.
It was in December. It was an unbelievable day for me because I scored the first goal for second goal for Chelsea, and it was at home at Stamford Bridge. It was a really nice feeling. I would like to score a little bit more, but it's not easy.
Leboeuf. Hasselbank wanted it to feet. Hasselbank wanted on the near post and over on the far. It's beautifully taken by Ida Gudjonsson. Very simply taken goal, and the Chelsea supporters, who must have been very worried at the start and feeling they were in for the usual, suddenly find their team taking the lead. Melchot's ball in, and where was the marking? By Venus. Zola, Della Bona, that's beautifully played. This is Hasselbank. Ida Gudjonsson far side. Other support arriving back of the box. Gudjonsson! Well, he's having a very rich spell. Hasselbank with a look up. Here comes Gudjonsson now. Who's marking him? Answer nobody. Score 2-0 Chelsea. Ipswich trying to keep the pressure on, inspired by the youngest player on the pitch. Scowcroft! And it's paid off! Scowcroft in front of the goalkeeper. And it's blocked on the line and headed over the top. Young Bramble. Scowcroft who got up. Played by Wise initially, over the top by Bramble. Chelsea hanging on grimly and looking for the breakaways when they come, to a 2-1 advantage. Zola in the middle, this is Della Bona, and this is Zola, and that's a very good block. Oh, I can't believe that didn't go in from Dennis Wise, and I suspect he's ahead of me. 10 minutes remaining. Bohard challenged by Scowcroft, and it's Stewart.
again. Holland, Scowcroft, making sure he didn't get offside. Gets a good angle. De Gea, and off the line by Morris. By Terry, I beg your pardon.
I think after the game we were all a bit disappointed not to have won it, being 2 goals up away for the first time away from home. When you looked at the game again, we were actually quite pleased to have gotten a draw because they might have nicked it in the end, so overall it was all right. At that stage I was sort of coming in for Jimmy and started a couple of games and got a few goals, so that was important for me.
An away point at last. Change continued on New Year's Day. Long-time goalkeeper Ed De Gea gave way to Carlo Cudicini, and Dennis Wise, although fit after another chest infection, was left out.
Holly gets away from Steve Stone. Holly, that's a brilliant save by David James that denies Poyet. Oh, David James! And Hasselbank! Did he score or not? Flag up on the far side. The goal is given. Really good piece of running by the assistant referee. But what an error by David James. It's right on the left, if you see what I mean. Hasselbank. Poyet. Hasselbank. Let the ball run beautifully. Oh, and hit the woodwork. And Dallabona couldn't keep the rebound down.
The changes were unsettling Captain Wise, who shocked everyone the week we started the defence of our FA Cup by asking for a move.
Zola past Jellyman. And Zola scores his 8th goal of the season, and it wasn't a bad one, was it? It may not be dull after that build-up. Here's Wisey. Ferrer overlaps. Wise doesn't use him. It's 2-0. Hasselbank, John Wise, his 14th goal of the season, and we're on our way to the 4th round.
Wonderful pass from Dennis Wise. Great little chip over the defence. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's first touch was excellent. Killed the ball and stuck it past Mark Tyler with his right foot.
First time, good Johnson. Absolutely wonderful finish. Heidegger Johnson, another goal. Yeah, is he going to use him? Yes. And easy. And Poyet with his 7th FA Cup goal for Chelsea. Oh, Zola. Offside. Zola's second.
By the following Monday, Wise had settled again and decided to stay. He still had a contract to finish his career at Chelsea and take up a coaching post, but he was finding life difficult.
It's never really probably been the same for 4 or 5 games in the midfield. I think it's been changed so much. Also the fact I've had to adapt to other positions and that I've had to play in as well. Right wing back, left wing back, right wing, left wing. And also in the centre midfield. So it's been a different season, you know. It's been about adapting to situations. I think that's the way the manager wanted to do things, and you had to do what the manager said and get on with it, basically.
Wise started the next game at wing-back, but moved back to central midfield in the second half when Claudio Ranieri's second signing, £7.8 million Danish winger Jesper Grønkjær, made his debut.
But Perez was available on the left-hand side. Good progress by Perez. He hasn't scored a goal for Arsenal at Highbury, but he has now. Kanovic, Poyet. Wise Getting well forward here. This is where he's more effective. A great position from wide. Oh, Poyet! Not once, but twice, not an equaliser. Chelsea, before they've been worth an equaliser here. Hasn't yet come. Maybe now. Terry. John Terry on the spot. 1-1. Is there a winning goal in it at Highbury today? Slovenia. With the free kick, they didn't get one. Oh, and it's Hasselbank, it's a tight angle. It's squirmed under Seaman, but not over the line. Sent on the cavalry, and it finished 2-2. Hat-trick at Stamford Bridge when they were also 2-0 down last season. Ljungberg. He's beaten away by Cudicini, and the danger not over for Chelsea. This is Wiltor. Hurry! Cudicini went the right way and preserves the parity.
Another away draw with an excellent second-half performance. The form of John Terry was one of the pluses of the season. At Highbury, he faced one of the world's greatest forwards in Thierry Henry and came out man of the match.
Yeah, I think it was my first real big test, really, playing against Henry and Wiltord at the time. And obviously, Henry's pace is frightening, and that was always a big worry. But just him, I think he's one of the best strikers in the world at the minute, and it definitely was a big test for me. Marcel had a little chat with me that helped me before the game. Just said if he has a touch, then you can go a bit tighter to him, or if he turns, then drop off a little bit, and then I'll cover, and same vice versa. But just sort of picked out through the game things to do and things not to do, really, and it just got better as the game went on.
As Chelsea took on another side with European aspirations, Gianfranco Zola made his 200th Blues appearance. Terry and Babayaro got in a mess midway through the first half, and Stewart put Ipswich ahead. Right on half-time, Terry twice forced Wright to block, and Poyet took advantage to blast the equaliser. Now Hasselbank, the scorer, became Hasselbank the provider. Firstly for Wise, 2-1. And then for the charging Poyet, 3-1. When Zola released Dalabona, Vilnius conceded the penalty. And the dissenting McGreal was sent off. Poyet turned down the hat-trick opportunity to give Hasselbank his goal.
The FA Cup draw for round 5 coming up, and you'll be able to see all the ties at the bottom of your screen. Oh, it's a mistake here by Ashby, and it's a goal for Gudjonsson, and one of the easiest ones he's ever likely to score. Southall struck a brilliant goal here against Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup last season. Lewis leaves it. Southall takes it. Oh, and he was not far away. Needed the fingertips of Cudicini.
That's a great free kick and an excellent save.
Gudjonsson. Oh, and John Terry didn't expect Morris to lead that for him.
Oh, what an effort, son.
Marlon King. Ronka, Gudjonsson, 3 forward for Chelsea here. Support either side of the Icelandic international. Ronka, his first start for Chelsea, has got his first goal for Chelsea.
Well, I wonder if that's lack of knowledge. The one thing that they should know about Gronkia, left-sided he may be, right-footed he definitely is. Plays on the left, comes in from the right. Should have been sent down the line. Should have been insisting that the defender sends him down the line.
Kick. for Shaw. Saunders almost getting there again.
Well, it was ungainly dealt with by Melchior, but effective. But again, there was promise there.
And again, there's thrust from Chelsea on the counter-attack. And Gronkia, can he get another one? He has done. What a first full game for Chelsea. It's only, what, 23 and a half minutes gone. He scored twice, and he's revelling on the supply that he's getting from his talented teammates.
Well, I told you he loves to run infield, but what a ball that was. Absolutely inch perfect. The take was quite delicious.
Gronkia, who is a major threat every time he runs at the Division 1 defenders. But here's Honora. Ferrer comes across. It runs for Shaw. And Gillingham have got a goal through Paul Shaw. It's down to 3-1. But there's always the Gronkia factor. And that looks such a decisive weapon for Chelsea. And hoisted by Pennock. Honora clearing the way for Paul Shaw, maybe. And Frank Leboeuf brings Shaw down.
I do think it's worth a while. I don't know whether the word has come out from the side to stick Paul Shaw up front. I certainly think it's worth a gamble pushing all three of them up. He's right up there alongside him. He wins the ball. You can see looking to push it beyond Leboeuf.
Mike Banks is the Chelsea physio. Of course, but he's going off now. And Graham Rousseau, who's been out, apart from one brief appearance as a substitute in the FA Cup against Peterborough in the last round, out since the autumn. But Rousseau is back. And needed in this one.
Just thinking, Martin, Nicky Southall's had 2 free kicks, hit the target with both of them. Now, of all times to make the goalkeeper work, it's now.
And he does, and it's in. Honora, 2 for Gillingham.
Wow, this is just incredible, absolutely incredible.
Southall.
Good spot from the goalkeeper there. Yeah, I'm not sure, he's on the stretch here. There's the ankle. Just gets caught again. I don't think there's any intent in there. Trying to win the ball, it's just the following it through. The ankle ligaments certainly have taken a pounding there. I hope no more than that.
Stanic. Stoppage time. And Chelsea closing in on their first away win since John Harley's winner at Ellen Road. April the 1st in the year 2000, a long, long time ago. Rousseau. Oh, and Gudjonsson unmarked. Look at that. That is a fantastic strike to make sure that Chelsea have won here at Gillingham and are through to the 5th round of the FA Cup.
Well, it was always likely to happen. In stoppage time, chasing the lead. It's a beautiful piece of play from Graham Rousseau, a wonderful cross. But how's that for confidence, Martin?
Using the width of the field here with Lissow and Babayaro. Chelsea's players have been interchanging well at times, popping up all over the field, but they're on the back foot at the moment. And Kieran Dyer is causing a few problems. Amiobi so close. And Newcastle are in front. Poyet. Hasselbank dragging Goma out wide. Supported by Melchior. Continues his run towards the edge of the penalty area. Dalabona. This is Zola. Just looking for that space. Oh, that's a special goal. From a special player. A wonderful strike from Gianfranco Zola. And Chelsea are back in the match with a goal that had the trademark of quality all over it. Just looked for that little opening, bided his time, and then found the space. Perfect.
Wise, Dalabona, Poyet just ahead of him. Hasselbank's pulled out wide, and Gomez let him go this time. He waits in the middle, the Frenchman, but here comes Chelsea! And they're in front! And Gustavo Poyet is a thorn in Newcastle's side yet again. It was Poyet's goals that won the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley last season. It was his goal that won the Premiership match at St James's Park last season. And now he's put Chelsea in front. The first time tonight that Gomar hasn't gone with Hasselbank, and Hasselbank turns provider. Wandering up to the edge of the penalty area again, Leboeuf and Ferrer, the only players staying back for Chelsea. Cordone, the only player up for Newcastle. All the other Newcastle players inside their own penalty area. Melchiot and Poyet going for it. Gronkia! 3 goals this week for Jesper Gronkia. And he scores at Stamford Bridge for the first time.
It was a good goal. I think we played that game very well. Yeah, well, it was a moment in which I was playing well. I was scoring nearly on a regular basis. Well, as far as I remember, it was a great performance by everybody, because we were 1-0 down, if I remember well, but we didn't give up. We kept playing our football, confident that we were going to catch them up, and we did, and it was a very fine performance by everybody.
Chelsea were back up to 6, with European hopes again surfacing, but now it was an away trip to Leicester.
And it's over the top, and here's Robbie Savage. Chance for Leicester, great save by Kuricini. Now straight back down the other end. Nice play by Gronkia, still there, cuts it back. Here's Zola, lets it run. Hasselbank couldn't force it home, and there's Wise off the outside of the post. Sturridge. Lewis again inside the centre circle. It's a good ball from him, picking out Guppy. Guppy running at the Chelsea defence. Ferrer wrong-footed, knocked in towards. Oh, and it's in! Muzzy is it, the ex-Chelsea man, unmarked at the far post. Now Wise turns and puts one in the box. Oh, and there's Hasselbank, and it's in! Chelsea have equalised. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank claims it. And just as I said, he was being quiet in the second half. That's what happens. Oh no, it's fallen for Leicester, and they've put a... Oh, and it's Gary Rowett, the defender, the man you'd least expect to be up there.
Now against Manchester United, Frank Leboeuf, who had nearly left for Monaco in January, made his 200th Chelsea appearance.
This is Zola. Oh, there's a collision off the ball. David Ellery's seen it, but play goes on. It was Sylvester and Wise. This is Zola taking on Stam. And, oh, it's a goal kick, says Mr. Ellery. Zola's sure it should have been a penalty. And it was Jaap Stam's challenge. Did he take any of the ball? Well, if he did, it was a scrape. Mr. David Ellery here, who once gave 2 penalties against Chelsea in a cup final, didn't give them 1 then. There's Wise. Abiyara. Gronkia further down that side. It goes past Gary Neville. In the middle, Hasselbank and Zola. Headed away by Stam. Then back... Oh, Hasselbank! Goal! Give it to him by Paul Scholes, really. Jimmy Floyd has completed. Oh, poor old Paul Scholes. He knows it. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank scores against Manchester United for the 3rd time in 3 consecutive Chelsea games. Gronkia. This is a good contest, Gronkia and Gary Neville. It really is, and the Chelsea man's away. Hasselbank is to his right. He's taking on Wes Brown as well. What an inspired run by Gronkia. Hasselbank's unmarked on the far post, and he went for the shot. As it comes out from Van der Hau, Chelsea players trying to get some joy from the rebound. This is Wise. Now, Gronkia has started the second half on the right-hand side, and he can go bust them. Oh, that's fabulous. Hasselbank is square. 2-0 surely Chelsea. Oh, amazing tackle. Here's Dalabona. It's a bit strong for Zola. Oh. That's still in play because it came off the flag, and it's Zola with the goalkeeper nowhere, and Zola! It's not a goal though, it's not a goal, it's a throw-in. The ball was out according to the referee, it won't stand. What was Van der Hau doing here by the corner flag? Talk about Bartes coming out, his deputy here. Now is the ball out there? That's what Mr. Ellery says. It doesn't go out again, I don't think. Giggs. Oh, it's a good ball and it's Cole! And Manchester United are level.
Wasted the ball that Hasselbank had given to it. Ljungberg, Henry. Lauren by the far post, and down he goes. Graham Barber points for a penalty. Here goes Thierry Henry. He places it in the corner, and Arsenal lead Chelsea by 1-0 in the 7th minute of the second half.
There won't be much time taken over anything if there were a blue shirt on it.
Well, he couldn't have gone for that loop ball forward, he would have been offside. It was Lushni's clearance. Poyet. Hasselbank. Oh, from nothing! Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has equalised. So often the scourge of Arsenal in the past. A real bolt from the man in blue here.
Well, this is quite magnificent. Quite magnificent. Fed on scraps for an hour in this match, but watch this for top quality finishing. He has no right to even attempt a strike from there, let alone score it. Lushni's got a good position, Martin.
And it's to Johnson. Hit the post. Back to Wise. Back from Seaman.
Flags up.
Flag has gone up. Wiltor, can he get his foot to it? He does! Arsenal back in front. A successful substitution from Arsene Wenger. By his goal, Arsenal continue to lead. And it's Wiltor again! The FA Cup is indeed very, very good to Silva and Wiltor.
Despite Chelsea getting back in the game and nearly taking the lead, we were now out of all the cups and would win no silverware at the end of the season. Arsenal would go on to the FA Cup final, and our Worthington Cup conquerors Liverpool would go on to raise that trophy. But it was the first year without a semi-final since 1993.
St Gallen, not enough concentration. I mean, we have been playing away. I don't know, it's like we were thinking that it was going to be easy, and we've lost that game. Afterwards, we lost against Liverpool, also that game for the that cup, and then Coca-Cola Cup, the famous, the Worthington Cup now, and we played quite well that game also, but we had some bad luck. But you know, sometimes the chance you have to ask her to stay with you. Sometimes the way you play, the way you compete, the way you start the game, sometimes you give the luck one to choose your part. And disappointed, really disappointed, because we said then now we have to concentrate on the championship, on the Premier League, and you see that the thing was not changing really. We started to have a really long or many winning games at home, like 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, and but away still it was a problem. Then we have been losing so many points.
Hartson helps it on. Here's Lee Carsley. Ball mysteriously letting Hasselbank have a shot. And Kirkland did well to parry it, tip it around the post. As the initial ball came through the midfield towards Jimmy. Able to bring the ball forward. It's Youssef Chipo that will be coming on. Here's Poyet. Now Hasselbank. Space for Gronkia. Yes, for Gronkia. Good save again by Kirkland. Will it be power from Hasselbank or precision from Zola? They've made up their mind. Coventry not taking any chances. 7 in the wall. Hasselbank leaves it. Gianfranco Zola with it! Off the bar and away.
If we didn't win at West Ham, it would be 1 year without an away league win. We nearly went behind when Cudicini saved brilliantly from Rigobert Song and Joe Cole messed up the rebound. But Gudjonsson got away with the help of Gronkia to put us ahead. And then after intelligent passing from Leboeuf and Poyet, Hasselbank performed a special. This was our first away Premiership win for over 11 months, at last. Now, could we win most of our remaining games and qualify for the Champions League? Sunderland were 5th, and a win over them would put us above them.
Hasselbank is onside. Is it 20? Hasselbank! Gronkia! Instead, it's offside. And now the offside's given against Jesper Gronkia. Can you believe that? Hasselbank with the corner. He's going to shoot. Here it comes. It wasn't a great return. Oh. Does that count as a shot? Gudjonsson! And it's given!
Ida Gudjonsson turns it across the goal, and it is indeed Marcel Desailly that gets the final touch and puts Chelsea 1-0 up.
Arca with the free kick. And it's an equaliser. It's Don Hutchison who got the touch. Just helped on from this free kick. Gudjonsson was played onside, definitely, on the far side. Gudjonsson, 2-1, Ida Gudjonsson, and he was definitely onside, played there by the man on the far side of the pitch. Phillips's cross, Hutchison's there, and he's equalised. Cudicini let it slip across him, and Sunderland are level. And trouble for Chelsea, and it's 3-2. It's 3-2. Touch of Chopper Harris about John Terry, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, it was hard to accept that game, especially because we were trying to win. I remember 3 games in a row, or 4, to try to go up in the table and challenge for the Champions League. But it was like in the back of the mind, in the back of your head, everybody was with some doubts about the possibility of the team, and probably Sunderland showed that maybe unluckily this team was not ready to play Champions League this season. So it was difficult to accept, but it was not finished because of the UEFA possibilities, and it's like you had to forget and keep fighting for a different challenge.
Zola hadn't started a game for 6 weeks, but when Babayaro crossed, he raced beyond Festa and headed Chelsea into the lead. Middlesbrough's equaliser soon after half-time was not so upsetting because of Boksic and Karamba combining, but because debutant Windass scored again. Whelan's shocking back pass allowed Gudjonsson to keep Chelsea hoping for Europe.
Now Gudjonsson cropping up on the left-hand side this time. And Lasseau in support. Here's Graham Lasseau. Good save by Paul. Wow, mistake by Melchior. Here's Boateng. First time ball in the area for Christie. And it's put wide by Murray. Now Stanic breaking it forward towards Gudjonsson. Again a poor ball, but Gudjonsson could keep it in. Hasselbank wanted it played in early. Instead it goes deep towards Gianfranco Zola! Deserves so much better. It would have been a picture-book goal from Zola. And still the play continues until a poor ball inside the penalty area gives Derby some respite. The area is Johnson again is given the ball, but it's won back by Lasseau. Now Chelsea with a chance to get bodies forward quickly, and straight away Poyet and Weiser push forward from midfield. Hasselbank now. Weiser ahead of him! Good strike by Hasselbank, which needed a touch over from Paul, denying Hasselbank his 20th goal of the season. So Chelsea once more with a chance to get the blue shirts marauding forward. It's obviously something they talked about at half-time, because they've been flooding the Derby half on the counter-attack whenever they've had the opportunity in this second half, as Hasselbank knocks it in and Zola brings it down and scores. Gianfranco Zola scores the goal that has been seemingly inevitable for much of this second half. Stanic, Poyet, 4-4 Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank. Paul came out, didn't get there, and it's brilliantly taken by Hasselbank. The goal that makes the game safe for Chelsea. Typical of the type of finishing that he's shown in his second spell in English football. Corner taken short, and Poyet through a crowd of players, with Derby not expecting the corner to be taken as quickly as that, and it's 3-0. Babayaro, good ball in, and it's 4. Poyet with 2 goals in the final minute of the game.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was low-key about being the first Chelsea player for 11 years to score 20 goals in a season.
Actually, it was actually a great goal by a great pass from Gustavo. For me, it was just another goal. It was not really, I have got the 20 and now I have done well. No, it was for me more satisfying that we won that game than reaching the 20th.
Lasseau's cross, Melchior's header, and Poyet's shot, if you could call it that.
Dennis Wise at the corner then. Near post, flicked on, oh it's in! Hasselbank scored for Chelsea! Well, I fancy that was coming. Once again it's Wise and Dallabonna. Babayaro. Lasseau. Left-footed cross in the box. Oh, it's there! Fabulous goal from Gus Poyet. Babayaro with the throw. Gudjonsson. Hasselbank. Gudjonsson in the box. The flag's down and Gudjonsson makes it 3. So easy for the blonde bombshell, Ida Gudjonsson.
11 years undefeated against Tottenham meant we were up to 5th with 5 games remaining, including away trips to Leeds and Liverpool. But they were involved in Europe and Liverpool in the FA Cup final as well. Third place and Champions League qualification was still a realistic dream. But it was a dream that all but died at home to Charlton, where Klaus Jensen's skill and a rare Cudicini error allowed Sean Bartlett to steal Charlton the points. These were their only shots on target.
Comes to Bowyer. Chelsea out quickly, particularly Lasso. Oh, Bowyer! Good stop by Cudicini. Melchior. Zola. Chelsea with Zola. Oh!
What an effort. Think of running forward from there, being a threat. It's been a different kind of role he's been asked to play today.
Oh, Bakker, it's a touch. It's Keane. He's going to score. Well, it's taken to the 85th minute. Speculate to accumulate, if you like, of Leeds United. And Viduka rams in the second. Victory assured.
The last home game of the season started dreadfully, with a corner not cleared and Campbell scoring with this header. On the half hour, Poyet fed Hasselbank, who turned ball and buried the ball. Great skill from Jimmy with both his first and second touches. Two minutes later, he finished his 1-2 with Gudjohnsen by lobbing Gerrard. 2-1. We needed 2 points from our last 2 games to qualify for the UEFA Cup. Liverpool were on a run which saw them win 9 of their last 10 games and win the FA Cup and UEFA Cup, as well as qualify for the Champions League. This was the only game they didn't win. It was Chelsea's best performance since the Charity Shield.
And it's Owen drifting left at the moment. Berger. Counts to let it run, and Michael Owen is in. And Michael Owen continues this very hot streak. Liverpool have scored. It's taken 7 minutes for Owen to hit the target again. Desai. Hasselbank. His sort of range. It's his sort of goal. 1-1. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. His 21st Premiership goal of the season. McAllister's corner. Herpier. And Schmitzer. Herpier in again. Owen! Not anywhere near it. Gudjohnsen. Oh, Hasselbank. It's 2-2! Hasselbank. 2 for Owen, 2 for Hasselbank. And we're back level again at Anfield. 5 forward here at Zola's free kick of Chelsea. And one of them, Dalabona, was in, and they were queuing up, it seemed, to put Chelsea in front for the first time tonight.
Gianfranco Zola, despite being nearly 35, was performing his own regeneration and was given a new contract of 2 years with the option of staying on in some capacity to be agreed when he retired. His performance at Liverpool was mesmeric. It left us with just 1 point required to qualify for the UEFA Cup.
Well, that game we knew that it was important, and we wanted to really perform at our best. And I think I can talk personally. I was really feeling good. Every ball I was playing, it was played in the right way, and it kept going on till the end of the game. And so it was for the others.
Hasselbank, lovely back heel from him. Lovely play, and there's Wise! And Dennis Wise has opened the scoring for Chelsea. A lovely low hard drive from the edge of the area. And the Chelsea captain has made it Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Lovely back heel from Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank to set him up. And with 19 minutes on the clock, Dennis Wise has given Chelsea a cushion. Kennedy will take it. Comes in with his left foot. Awkward ball to defend, and it's in! Chelsea with a little over half an hour to survive or add to their score. Oh, look at this. Hasselbank right in the middle. Chance for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and he scores! And Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank makes it 23 in the Premiership for the season. His 26th goal overall.
Franco, and so to Europe.
Yeah, I think it's good for the club, for the team, for the supporters, and I think although it has been a season in which probably the team hasn't realised and hasn't got the targets that we wanted to achieve at the beginning. It's been a season in which we got something, and that's the most important thing.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank won the Premiership Golden Boot with his 23 league goals. We still had the Charity Shield, and 6th place took us back to Europe for the 5th year running. But expectations at Chelsea are different now. In 1985 and 1986 we were delighted to finish 6th. In 2001 we have been disappointed. Yet with so many great Chelsea players entering the veteran stage, a period of regeneration was unavoidable.
Morris get injured, but he's come back, and John Terry also. Cudicini has an opportunity to play, and he's playing quite well. And we lost only John Harley for the moment. He's training well, but he's not having any chance to play for the moment. He will come back, but we know that now we can count on the young players, and this is good for Chelsea. Because
I think it's been very good for us three because we start playing first team football. I think Carlo has done very well so far. John Terry I knew him before he started playing, he was a very good player. He showed to everybody he's a good player. I think gonna have a really good future for England international. And for me, I'm very happy, but I want to do more, always better.
I expected a lot more. I expected to be up there, and you cannot look at the goals because at the end of the day it's not that important because we ended 6th. So I expected a lot more, and definitely next season is going to be even with more pressure because you have to achieve things better than what you have done the year before. So definitely next season it's going to be harder for us and for me. So, but we are up for it, and me as well.
It's very different. I think in many games it's been changed a lot of times, a lot of systems, and different personnel has played in all sorts of different positions. And it's about players, I think, this year adapting to those positions and trying to get it right.
if you realize that maybe we could draw 4 or 5 games during that season away, then we were in another situation actually on the table, and this is a problem.